Okay, hello. Sorry, I'm just trying to. I'm adding the link to Disney Worlders. Jade, greetings. Let's see. I'm not trying to ignore you. I'm just trying to see if this is going to hit Disney Worlders. Let's see. Hmm. Didn't go up right. Alright. Sorry, it just said it didn't go up right. I'm gonna have to delete that off the off Disney Worlders. I don't know if you can hear me when I'm off screen. One day, I promise, I'll know what I'm doing. I wish I could work on this without going live every 5 minutes. I was watching Tanya's stream. She stayed on, God, almost all day. She was on 11 to, they could just watch Happily Ever After at Magic Kingdom. Uh, she found out, she found out I had mentioned she was having trouble with her gimbal, and I told her I was having the same trouble on Saturday at Hollywood Studios, and she's like, "You were Hollywood Studios? Why didn't you tell me?" I says, "I was. I told her last week I'm going to be there." Um, Now she wants to meet up next time I come. I'm like, I got to find out when that's going to be. I don't know when. It's probably definitely going to be in a weekend because I can't do the days. I know she can do days, but she only lives 1 mile in the back of Magic Kingdom. I live 2 hours away, so ain't gonna happen. Uh, what's this here? Just this three at the point at this point in time. Um, Gil, I wanted to tell you something the other day, and I still can't post it here. I'm gonna have to probably I can't put it in the mod chat right now. I'll let the mods know later. It's something we're gonna have to talk about on the PM. Something happened, and I'm not gonna get into it here. Um, Something else happened. I mean, I'm not gonna. As I said, if I go into it, people. I'll put it this way: I'm being watched. I'm very sure of it, and it's from big mouths who go and tattle. But I don't know who did it. I'm not gonna say who did it because I'm not getting into it. Um, let's see. What do you? What in the world? Hey, Gail, when do you go to spring training, or have you been to the camps yet? Because I know pitchers and catchers have been reporting. Okay, Greg, where are you? I know you're supposed to be here. Yeah, be careful, Greg. I told him, don't post stupid things. He does not have to swear in the chat. And whatever you do, I don't care what you do because Gil, be yourself. Do what you have to do. I got your back. because I'm not gonna allow, even if he's playing, it's like nah. Plus, it's actually in a way it's kind of testing him because I need the other mods in on it too. Because one day we're gonna get some troublemakers in here. It's gonna happen. I know it's gonna happen. Not now. We're probably not even on their blip on their radar. Don't you love how much space I got here? Boom, boom. Look at that. That's crazy. Boom, boom. Ah, yeah, it takes 3 games. We run on Tuesday. Yeah, because I don't think they start the regular games until what, the beginning of next month. I'm not sure when March 1st is, what day it's on. I would go see the Yankees over in Steinbrenner Field over in on Dale Mabry. The only problem is it's how much it is to get into a spring training game. And why should I pay that kind of money for a ticket to see a game that which means nothing, and then they bring in the kids in? I'm like, yawn. I'm sorry, I cannot do that. 24th. Oh, okay. Yeah, I know you wouldn't. I know you wouldn't. But I'm a Yankee fan, so I was there the first year. No problem. Or watch. Actually, the Yankees were playing the Phillies that day, and you hit the Philly fans near us. My brother was just going nuts because he's not used to. And we're from Connecticut. We've got two factions against us already. We're talking about Boston fans and the Mets fans, and I cannot stand the Mets. Parking is approval. Wow. Yeah, it's this. Yeah, you told me about that place and its parking. Yeah. And the thing is, it's what's so funny is I could easily go there for games too. It's just when they play the Yankees, either the Blue Jays or the Phillies. Probably go to Clearwater because I like that. I like that stadium. I have yet to see the Jays spring training home, but I do like Bright House Field. It's a real nice. As I said, I've driven by there, but I haven't been down there in a couple of years. I mean, where I work mostly stays up here, the northern part, in the northern regions, basically. There's Greg. Greetings. The light, young Anakin. No, I'm not going to get on you for that. Jade Girl, you still with us? There's somebody else here. Anybody want to talk Disney? Anything? It could be anything. Oh, you know something? Remember I was telling you at PM? We can start with PM. I probably will lead it to. I'll give you my phone number. We can talk about it. I'd rather talk about than type. I hate typing. You can't get anything really across with typing everything. I just want to. I'll probably call you in the next maybe couple days. Saturday instead of the weekend. I just want to let you know what happened and everything. It's not even Bright House anymore. It's Bay Care. Oh, you're kidding. I didn't know they changed it yet again. I like the name Bright House. That was real cool. Just now that the beige from the north to the north to Bay Care. Mall Coachman isn't. It's closed until 2026. It's hard to shaved. Going to breakfast tomorrow. Going to pick my mother up over in Dale Mabry, and she's at the rehab center. Me and my brother are going, and a friend we're going with. Like she was on the phone. And she says, "I hope you shaved." I says, "No, I didn't shave." I bet you she's watching right now. I bet you she'll call me. I was messing with her. I like picking on her because I kept on saying, I'm not shaving, I'm not shaving. Until you brought that up, I totally forgot I did shave. And it does look different. Mm-hmm. The bridge. Uh, yeah, I'm very sure none of you guys watch vloggers or streamers or anybody. My brother listens to the Yankees vloggers. Um, oh, here she is. What did I say? Even though for some reason I got to turn the volume off on it. Yes. I told you guys she was gonna call. Yeah, because I actually shaved a few hours ago before you called. So yeah. All right. Good night. I don't want to leave these people hanging. Bye. I've got to turn this sucker up. I could not hear my ringtone. There we go. My new phone. That is a picture. I don't know if I've showed some of you guys this. This is a picture of Magic Kingdom. In high school down at the bottom, the green is my from my hometown in Norwalk, Connecticut. We have two high schools. I went to Brian McMahon High School. Our colors were red, white, and blue. Norwalk High's green, so green and black or green and white, whatever. And they were a top band. I'm not sure about it anymore. I haven't heard about it in a long time because for years they had been like a top band around the country. It's Gail. It's just that after a while, I do get lazy. I'm not gonna lie. I get lazy and I'm like, I'll do it later. And some stuff I'll be sitting home, think nothing of it. I could, I'm about to go to bed. I'm tired. I'm like doing this a lot, and I realize, oh, I forgot to shave it yet again. So yeah, I'm told I look younger when I shave. So yeah, I mean, it's not that hard. I got an electric shaver. I got tired of doing the regular shave because I would have to put the cream on, and that literally took a whole half an hour just to shave off what the same amount of hair I just had on. I mean, it's still there. There's still fuzz. I might one day just cut it with a shaver and just get the rest of it. I could do that now if I wanted to, but oh well. Um. Oh, yeah, that's right, Jade. She's a Uber driver or whatever, deliverer or whatever. I'm near Clearwater. Let's see. I live. Yeah, that's right, Boca Raton. Old people land. I can say that because I'm older than everyone here. Ha ha ha. Hmm. You would say, no, it's all right. Let's talk about something besides me. Something boring. I don't know if anybody wants to start any kind of subject. I'd rather something about Disney. Okay, here, hey. I know a couple here, but what do you guys think about the new Splash Mountain, or I should say, the bait? I can't even pronounce the word. What's it? Tiana's uh, Bayou Adventure. For some reason I can't think right now. I'm trying to keep myself up because it's hard to keep myself up because I do get up at 3 a.m. in the morning. Thank God I can have some so I can sleep a little bit later. We have to leave. I got to be up early. Way to go. We leave here. It takes about half an hour to go to pick my mother up from where she is over in. off of Dale Mabry, and we bring her back here. We go to IHOP over on 19, and we have a waitress we know and likes to mess around with the same one who just called me. Oh man, we all pick on her. I don't know. She stands staying with us. We all pick on her. It's fun as hell. I know she'll probably call like, hey, why are you picking on me? All right, Carol, if you call, I'm not picking up the phone. I'll just say it now. I'm not going to pick the phone up right now. I'm talking to these nice, lovely people. Hmm. Do you think it looks amazing? You know what I heard, Gail, about the interior? Um, Iger didn't like the interior. He didn't like what was going on inside, but it was getting too late. Somebody said something about the grand finale before you go over the fall or something like that really stinks. I don't know. What do you guys think about her animatronic? Those are one of the new animatronics, but they said I was listening to this guy called the WDW Pro, and his is basically news and his opinions on what's going on. And they think the face that they're using for Tiana is repainted from um, Belle from Beauty and the Beast from over at Tokyo Disney Sea. If you remember that the ride, they use cartoon character animatronics, and I swear they look real. Looks like the cartoons actually came to life. Oh, controversy? There's too much of that going around right now. What this is minor compared to what happened last week, but I can't say anything for a bit. There's reason I'm not getting into it. Not naming names. But yeah, I do too. Let's get rid of something that had nothing. There was no people in it. There was no human beings in it, even though it seems like I'm seeing the worst things going on now. Uh, yeah, it does. I love the animatronic. I'm not gonna lie about that. It's a great animatronic. Um, but as I said to everybody else, why give her a hand-me-down attraction? Why did somebody just make a whole new thing? They were talking maybe make a restaurant for her or something like that and put it on Tom Sawyer Island. Um, could you imagine how much if they ever got rid of Tom Sawyer Island, but they took that whole area, drained it out of the water because it used to be land. There was no water there. That's man-made. Seven Seas Lagoon is man-made. Could you imagine if they had filled or left it filled with just the earth? Could you imagine you could pick up a couple of extra lands in that or enlarge Liberty Square or something like that? And there's other talk about moving Frontierland as we know it to the back of Big Thunder Mountain, and that would be a new type of New Orleans Square there where it is right now. But I don't know. It just I wish they would stop what they're doing and just leave things, stop pissing people off. And why does every movie that comes out now need a ride? Here, you want to bring a ride? You haven't made a ride in this movie, The Black Hole. Make that a ride. Put it in Tomorrowland. And that wasn't a big movie, but Tron wasn't a big movie either. And everybody loves the Tron ride. I mean, it's only a little bit over a minute. I've been on it once. I gotta get back on it. The thing is, I don't know exactly when I'm going back, but I know I'm going back next month. That's the thing. Let's see. Section of the park needs better. Yeah. Well, I was saying that tonight in Tanya's stream, but nobody's seeing it. Why are there parts of Epcot which look like they have the same lighting as Fantasyland? What is going on? Why is it so dark? You mean because I remember a friend years ago, I was hanging out with Tanya on a stream, and a friend bought a lightsaber, and they didn't put the crystal in it yet, and it was regular light. But he was a little further up, and it was so dark, it looked like it was just floating. you couldn't see anybody holding a lightsaber. It was, I just don't understand why it's that. In Fantasyland, I do like the lighting in Tomorrowland though. But Fantasyland, Liberty Square is like all right, because it's the area, but Frontierland, they look really dark. I mean, I don't know. It's like just make it a little bit lighter. I don't know. I mean, they they brew another way of saying it. They brew their own electricity, so everything belongs to Disney. They don't have to pay bills because that's their own electricity. Um, granted, there's a new animatronic, and she looked nothing like the Tiana. Yeah, that's that guy in the WDW Pro. He calls himself Pro, PRO, and he was saying that they didn't. They put a side by side picture of her next to her animated cartoon self, and she looks like, for some reason, she looks older. It's supposed to be the same same within the same time span of the original movie. Yeah. Uh, let's see. Which well, Pecos Bill, you're getting rid of Mexican food for what's the term I was going to come up? Cajun food. And if anybody else been doing it, oh, that's racist. You're getting rid of the Mexicans. You can't never win it with anything you think of. Yeah, because I'll bring something else up that most of you don't know, and I've told this to other people, so you guys might have heard it. Remember the mascots for the cereals, or more than the cereals. Uncle Ben is now Ben's Rice. Okay, Aunt Jemima's gone. Her family's suing. You know, um, oh, let's see who else. The Land Lakes Indian girl gone. I can tell you right now. There's a couple of people making, not making the money, but the think of the so-called pearl milling company that had Aunt Jemima. They don't have to pay residuals anymore to the family, like I was saying, right? But I noticed something too. The Quaker Oats guy, the old white guy, is still there. Explain that to me, if how is it being racist having a minority person on the thing? To me, it was just another person, on the thing selling. Check this out. One day, when one of the publics I was working, this gentleman, a black gentleman, he said he was looking for the Aunt Jemima, and I turned on him and said, "See that one says pearl milling? What they changed it because they thought it was racist." And he gave me a look and says, "I didn't think it was racist, and I'm black." Seem to take everything away. I mean, they talk about diversity. How do you have a diversity if you're keeping the white guys there and getting rid of the minorities? It's something you're supposed to be against. Nobody thinks. I don't know. Does Cajun food have a lot of salt? I don't think I've ever had it in my life. Except I have to go for low sodium. Parks last week. Went to ABC Commissary, peanut butter and jelly. Later on, we Stacy got the what do you call it? The God, I can't think of the word. Spicy. So it's salty. Rose and Crown. I never been there before. I've always wanted to go in the past because I wanted to taste the fish and chips. I couldn't even have that. The fish, my God, the fish is big. You're talking about something that's big on a plate. And the kids meal basically is what you consider adult size. So the people are where they decided, I'm going to get the kid size because there's no way possible because the people next to us had the adult size and I don't think they could finish it. and everything's salty. There's nothing good to have. So I lucked out. They had peanut butter and jelly sandwiches in the back, so I had that. I had my day spent with peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. Um, lucked out, lucked out, and we stopped by a Wawa's, and I got myself a. I know I sometimes will cheat with this sandwich. I go to Wawa's, get a 6-inch wheat bread sub with turkey, lettuce, and tomato, and that's it. No sauces, nothing else. Which I probably would have if I had, still could eat normally. And yes, I've lost a little bit over 60 pounds over the last year. Let's see. Oh yes, yes, I did. So I saw this the other night. Let me show you guys. It's right here. One sec. Now let me put this on. Let me put this light off for a second. I'm not sure you can see it really. Let me try to get it closer to the camera. And inside now I gave I gave Stacy the popcorn before I left that night. We had trouble opening it. I didn't know where it opened, and I noticed this stuff at the top we couldn't open. And she finally got her finger, which is smaller than mine, into it, snapped it open, and poof. And inside is Figment. Let me see if we can get Figment. There's Figment inside, and this goes. You snap the button again, it goes down a little bit farther. Yeah, we actually bought this on a couple of rides with us. And of course, this. I haven't gotten a popcorn bucket in over a year. Last one I got was the Figment one, and it seems I always miss out on them because by the time I get to a park, they're gone. There was a Mickey one I wanted, a band leader Mickey. I think it was a band leader. He was dressed like one of the wooden soldiers, and it, you can only get them at the Christmas parties. And I lost. Of course, I'm not gonna pay $200 to get into a Christmas party. Yeah, I know. It's just that they push one agenda with one-sided view of the world, and they don't care about everybody else. And everybody else, I'm sorry to say this, and you're not going to like it, but everybody else is in the majority. Um, you can't eat Cajun food either. How far is MCO from WD? I have no idea. I've never been to the airport. Did you get your? I got it right here. Yeah. Sorry, I'm just reading these aloud. You have to watch the Asian food. Yeah, yeah. Um, I love Chinese food. God, I can't have it. Greg, you jealous of the bucket? It's cost me $30, and the thing is, I have a discount. I'm a pass holder. I've got the pass holder discount, but guess what? I didn't use it like an idiot. You'll see on that live stream. I buy this. I didn't. I didn't even use. I didn't even use my. I could have gotten a discount on it. I just. I don't. Afterwards, when I bought, I was like, oh, I forgot to pull out my pass. How stupid am I? Rainbow Tunnel. Yes, yes, it does. The old Tunnel. Which Mickey one? The wooden soldier, Jade? Did you go to the Christmas party? That's where the party line ends. Traffic. Yeah, I could never see myself bringing it around the parks and holding it. I mean, and I'm not going to pay what? How much? How much is it for a locker? not gonna pay, for a locker. Just people I know like to go, streamers. Everybody wears a backpack. I have never worn a backpack. Even when I was in high school, I never wore a backpack. I don't like carrying things with me. So one of the people we were with, she bought hers and she had a bag big enough. She put it right in the bag. The thing swallowed it up. She carried it around. She carried this too. I said, "You don't have to carry that." She says, "No, it doesn't bother." But she just hung it around her neck. But wow. Give me a sec, guys. I'll be right back. Ah, a mess. It's like a hurricane came through and destroyed this. I got a display of some transformers over there. Everything's been knocked over. That is because our one of our dogs, Spare, he's a big lumbering thing. Of course, he thinks he weighs 10 pounds, and he hits the table and knocks things over. He's just a big lumbering thing. So, an old man too. He's not in the room. um, Jade, which Mickey one do you have? Is that which one? You said the Mickey one. There's been a couple. There was Mickey from the Mickey from the 50th anniversary. I would love to see park icons, like Cinderella Castle popcorn bucket, or it doesn't matter which. Each of the parks could have their own, their own bucket, popcorn bucket for, you know, Tower of Terror could have theirs. They could sell it right at the base of Tower of Terror over there, in Hollywood Studios, just something like that. But uh, uh-oh. People are probably waiting to get over here. Problem is, it's the video. Could somebody do me a favor and if you can, because if you take the link and post it over there, it's just that the link I have is different because I'm on. You guys are on a different page than I am. You're on your regular chat page. I'm on the inside of it because I got to go most of the controls here. But when I put the link out, it's something different. The 50th, and you went to the Christmas party, huh? Uh, I wanted that damn thing. It was really cool looking too. I bet you can find it in a couple of years if somebody will have it on eBay or something. Now up here above, I'm looking at others. I got, if you guys remember, a couple of years ago there was the Christmas tree. That's when I used to go to the party, the Christmas party before COVID. I also got the orange bird. He was a sipper. Got him from Epcot a few years ago. I have another version of him. I'm trying to remember where I put him. It's around somewhere. And of course, I got one Pluto, and they're top. I'm looking up at them, and am I gonna play? No. If I do that right now, I'll knock 20 things over just to get to it. I'm not gonna do that. Oh, Cinderella carriage. My friend Stacy got. I see it every time I go over her house. She's got them displayed. My mother wanted that. I was going to get it for her, but by the time we got over there, they weren't selling the popcorn bucket anymore. Let's see. Yeah, I get the. If you're talking about the Figment one, that was out for like 2 years in a row because the first year they sold out. Yeah, I got Figments in over here. Hatbox Ghost would Matt the Hatbox Ghost would make it, and I'm saying that as Hatbox. Hello, Hatbox Ghost. I was gonna say the Hatbox Ghost um, figure would be a great um, popcorn bucket. Good evening, sir. Thank you for being here. Yeah, we were sitting here talking about different things, like the new new Tiana changeover. Plus, we're talking about popcorn buckets too. So we're exciting tonight. No, I can't say that. No, I just said I got a popcorn. But I was over at Hollywood Studios and Epcot on last Saturday, and did couple. Actually, I did something different. I was doing like live streaming, but different from like what Tanya does. Because Tanya goes on, she's on there for 6 hours. Tanya was there for like close to 9 hours today because she stayed for the fireworks and she did all four parks. She didn't do anything, she didn't get a chance to go on every ride, every park. So she missed out going to Spaceship Earth because they thought by the time they would have gotten back, it would have been too crowded. I understand that. So I've done four parks once, and it wasn't anything major like, eat food there, get on a ride. I didn't do that. I actually stepped foot into all four parks, and that was one of the times because I don't go to Animal Kingdom that much. I go maybe once a year. I just don't like. I don't like Everest. To me, it scares the hell out of me. I can't do that one. Um, let's see. I also the safari. As far as I'm just I don't know. I don't know. I can't get into that. Um, yeah, Greg, you hate Animal Kingdom. Yeah, as I said before, I don't hate it. I just it. I just get bored of it. Dinosaur, I'm not willing to go on because I do not want my eardrums blown out because of the screaming dinosaur in my face. Uh, Now they're talking about again Indiana Jones. The one, probably a different version. I know they got the same layout of the track, but I think it would be a little bit, different from the one at Disneyland. Uh, when people say that Animal Kingdom is the biggest park, that is because they need all that space for the animals, for them to roam around and stuff, not for them to like sit in a cage all day like at a zoo. Ugh. Oh my God! I put Tanya on this morning. First thing I had seen, she was Animal Kingdom, and she caught a gorilla. I think everybody caught the gorilla. I mean, she just happened to look over on the stream. The gorilla's peeing. Hey, Tanya gets on it. She's going to stop laughing. I mean, it happened on her stream and said like, she just started laughing. I loved it. It was hysterical. Oh, it was nuts. Uh, does anybody here have a favorite vlogger, or it doesn't even have to be YouTube. It could be somebody else. I also like the reaction people, the people who go to mostly the younger. I would say either the younger people or people who like me who won't watch Jason or Freddy would say I can't get into that. Because I myself I've seen a lot of movies, so I can't say. Uh, this couple that I usually watch, Rob Squad, they uh, they're both teachers. They are they either do music videos or movies. I was in the middle of them watching. They show their reactions. This is what I love about it, especially movies I've seen, and just to see through somebody else's eyes for the first time. I love it. There's another girl. She calls her channel Popcorn in Bed. She's doing the Star Trek movies, and it's just their reactions to stuff you've seen for years, and they're also doing. They also do music videos from the '80s. And what happens is we see like for instance they play the station's been on first for like a couple of years now. the channel, I should say, not station. And they finally got to Blondie. I've got to see what his reaction is, but they've done like yesterday they did Wild Boys from Duran Duran, and I have been waiting for them to do that for the longest time. They loved it. They loved the song. I love that song too. I mean, it's something different, instead of the stuff we usually see. Like you don't have basically any universal vloggers or live streamer. I want to say screeners instead of live streamers. It's just that because some of you guys know they don't like people, getting on the rides and videotaping the ride as they're on the rides. Disney doesn't seem to care unless they'll come out and say it. Like they don't do it on Splash Mountain anymore. And I don't, they'll let you do it over in Tron, but you have to wear GoPro. Yeah, I gotta try that safari. That's why I shut up about it, because I can't say I don't like it. It's just I gotta go on it. I wouldn't mind seeing it. You'd rope drop and be Fast Pass. Yeah, Fast Pass. I miss Fast Pass. Ride it a couple times before Karat. Yeah, yeah, I know. I get it. Seemed it's just that when I come on earlier, if I came on earlier, nobody comes to watch. Nobody comes. When I get on at 9 o'clock, everybody comes. Well, not everybody. Greg, you watch Adam the Woo? I love watching Adam's videos, but the last few days, except for today, he was doing the thing with the coins. Because I got the Splash Mountain coins. Thank God for Jordan. Jordan helped me get those Splash Mountain. We were actually in the queue the day before the day before it closed down finally. And what had happened is it was on 2 o'clock in the afternoon, and we were in the DAS pass line. And of course, the ride broke down and didn't get back on it didn't go back up until 10 o'clock that night. I didn't go on it. I was getting cold, and this was around the time. No, this was a year ago. No, I was thinking about it around the time when I started getting sick, but that's two different situations there. Here's the question: Pizza Rizzo or Pizza Safari? What do you guys prefer? I've only had Pizza Safari. I've never tasted Pizza Rizzo, and I still can't do it right now because the sodium levels on it. What do you guys go for? Pizza Rizzo, Pizza Safari? Jade, what do you watch? Whatever you can find, whoever you can find, or it depends on who. Because sometimes Adam will come on early in the morning, or he'll come in the afternoon. And this is the longest since he bought his house. This is the longest I've seen him stay in Celebration since he actually first moved over there about 4 years ago, something like that. Hello, Carlos, and welcome. Oh, I got a Disneylander here. And how are you, sir? Yeah, Casper from the DCA. Which ride do you take care of? Or I hear you guys like go, do different, cover different areas of the park or something like that. I'm in. Oh, you watch Adam too. I think we all watch Adam the Woo. I think he had a stream going up at one time, and somebody was pissing him off on the stream, and he couldn't, he deleted them. I was like, wow. He started to live stream, and I remember at the time I used to watch Resort TV 1. I don't go Resort TV 1 only for one reason only. It's just because they've gotten so big. You go into the chat, and it goes by so fast. Josh or Jenna will never catch what you say. Oh, it's just gotten big. I was on the Resort TV 1 when they got to 1,000. They just got to 1,000. It happens. It's still, they're getting tons of people. If you guys have seen JoJo has got over 1 million subscribers. He had Paul Abdul on one of his live streams. I think more than one Disney. I know one was Epcot, and I think the other was at Magic Kingdom. And they went to Universal together. And when that picked up like that, his number started to skyrocket. There's a guy who's not Disney but covers Star Wars. He calls himself Theory because he's got a couple different groups. Star Wars Theory, Nerd Theory, which basically is almost every part of gaming and whatever. And he's got the Cobra Kai Theory, which I love Cobra Kai. It's great. It's a great offshoot TV show of you know Karate Kid. He's got 3 million subscribers. He's actually made his own different movies. Yeah, Gil, I remember when Duran Duran first came out. Though I mean, I was first in high school. And the girls were so much in love with him back in the day. Um, yeah, so 3 million, 3 million subscribers, and he's actually paid um, to make his own Star Wars movies. He's paid some actors and stuff. He gets that kind of money, and plus ads. He also gets ads on the money he makes. Adam Adam quit his Patreon because in the selling of shirts he didn't want to charge people, but he does make a lot per month. I think he makes close to 2,000 a month. I think, or maybe more than that. I don't know. I think one place was 8,000 and not 8,000. One place was around 1,800. He gets plus another place. Of course, he won't say anything, and I don't blame him. That's his privacy. I'm not gonna tell the man anything else. Um, well, Carlos, the only problem is I don't have that many subscribers. I know I've seen somebody else came on and to Instagram and wanted to do the same thing. My only problem is I literally have nobody. What you could do is if you want to join my Facebook group called Disney Worlders, on the weekends we allow people to advertise, but only on the weekends. If you want to do that, right now I just don't have. I've got over 1,000 people who subscribe, but I don't get that many people in the chats. This is only something new I've done within the last month, so I don't expect it to grow for a little bit. At least having my mods in here and stuff is awesome because they can get used to it, especially if we start to grow. I'm saying if right now, but I mean I grew Disney Worlders from. I remember going a month without even having not even 1,000 people. We were at 21 people for almost a month, and then I started to make this place doable by posting every hour. I mean, I still do to this day. And you guys are gonna kill me because I haven't even done today's. I haven't put up anything yet. I've got to do that later. I can do half of it now. Go to bed. And that's a good thing about having tomorrow off. I'll just theme tomorrow. The rest of the day tomorrow. So Carlos, if you want to join Disney Worlders, I've got to do something about getting the. If you look up Disney Worlders over on YouTube, you probably won't find it. Not YouTube, on Facebook. You look for something called Teletran 35. TELTRAN 35. Because for some reason that's part of my Gmail account. For some reason it goes in like that, but if I just try to change it to Disney Worlders, they want numbers added to it, and it's almost like what's the sense of getting rid of the other one if I have to put numbers or something. So that's the best thing I can suggest for that. Oh, look at Gail posted. If you she's basically giving the directions. Under now it's at the top of the page and read rules. Yes, yes. She's my second in command. She's an admin. Um, Eileen's my other admin, and And what this woman says goes because she has saved her butt so many times from people coming in who just not advertising, just come in. I used to get so bad overnight when I wasn't here, and I try to make. I do have a couple mods from England. I hope they do come in overnight. Of course, there's nobody here, but it's almost like watching it because if I've had people post nudity in here and everything overnight. So that's why I like to make mods from England. Yeah, especially overnight because in England they're like 6, 7 hours ahead. Maybe Japanese, but I don't care as long as if you're in your country and you're hours ahead of us, and you guys know we're like probably asleep. That's I like to have them here for that. I even have people I've even asked, and they won't do because they don't want to be mods. I can't get on them for that. See, Greg, you wrote. I saw. Oh, as soon as you came up with that name, I'm like, oh god, that kind of music. Yeah, I know you're gonna. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm old fashioned. I love '80s music. Greg, if you had grown, if you were alive at that kind of time, I graduated in '84. So, oh my God, that was such a great decade. Music, movies. You know the movies that came out in the '80s. Seeing that stuff for the first time, oh, and you see that stuff in theaters. Nowadays, it's because of COVID. Because of COVID, you can theaters. I don't even know if they've got 10 years left before everything is live streamed. Uh, yeah, Carlos, it would have to be tomorrow. Start with tomorrow, and you can even post. You can post another on Sunday. You can post one. Depends on what it is. I don't care if you post exactly the same, but your best bet is like the one from say tomorrow. Just push, like bump or something to help it go, to keep it going. Or if you have a different, next day is a different type of ad, you can post that. Yeah, and as I said, it's only during the weekends we do it. We used to only did it Saturdays, but I figured, oh, why did it expand? It's not killing anybody. The only ones we actually let stay on all week is anybody who live streams or vlogs. And I mean, there's a couple of people who still post here who I let get started here because they were live streamers. Um, I remember one guy coming in, never asked permission or anything. He just started posting these small videos, and I would get on. I'm like, what's going on here? The announcements. Yeah, the announcements area up at the top. They're at 5 hours. Okay. I always got mixed up 5 or 6. I didn't know. Jordan will be going, even though he's not here tonight. He's probably with his wife. He's taking her for a little bit over a month to Thailand to see his wife's family. He was there a couple of years ago for about 2 months. Jordan is a trip. Yeah, yeah. I don't know if you guys have seen him in action. He's funny as all hell. He'll be talking to me on the phone, and all of a sudden he'll start his Powers imitations. Yeah, baby. Man, he does a Tanya. He's got Tanya even saying it on the streams and such. It's hysterical. Now, we plan to do sometime in the future, is to have live streams. There'll be times when I'm not doing anything, and he'll be at Epcot or someone want to show fireworks or something. He'll live stream it for us. And he'll put it on here. Um, he's the only other one who has access to my YouTube account. That's because he's going to be a partner in this. We might do. You'll I don't know when, but we will live stream together in the parks together, both of us. One will hold the stream to go to one side of the park, while the others we might break up and do that. And he might want to go on one ride, I go on another, and see who it's to take. You know, because he eventually will have his own gimbal like me. It depends. It just depends. Um, and he wants to do some funny stuff. I mean, it sounds cornball if you explain it. Until he explained it to me, what happened and stuff. I think some of the stuff he's got planned is killer. We're gonna be different. And I said it before, and I'll say it again. I will not do a live stream for 6 hours. It would have to be something special for me to do it like that, because I can't be around the whole park all day just doing that. Tanya has said, I told you guys at the beginning, Tanya might. She wants me to meet up with her next time we do that. So I'm very sure she probably be my sensei. So, and I'll be her Padawan. So that would be cool. It was moved featured. Okay. Classic rock. Yeah, see, I grew up country. My parents listened to country music back in the 70s. That's what we knew. And then when the 80s come and we all became teenagers, it started moving to whatever was on MTV at that period of time. We were talking about 1981, 82. Then I started going off into now the same music they got, and my brother Scott got into like late 80s. He started becoming into rap. Late 80s, I went into metal. I used to have a mullet. I've got the picture of me in a mullet, but I don't know if it'll ever see the light of day in here. Yes, I had a mullet. You can see my now it's short, so pretty soon I'm just gonna have it cut. I don't like growing it long anymore. I used to part it in the middle and stuff. Plus, I've been losing hair up here since I was 19, so one day I will have half the hair I got right now. Don't bring up Tammy. Tammy, what are you talking about? Who's Tammy? Don't bring up Tammy? Gail, you confused me. Who's Tammy? How many times have you gone on Carousel Progress to cool off? That is not what I think of when I think of getting into a ride. It's usually uh, either Haunted Mansion or Pirates, because Pirates has more animatronics. It's much cooler down there. Oh God, it feels so good when you get in there. It's the 90 degrees and humidity. Oh, it feels delicious. That's why I wish it was a little bit longer of a ride, but they couldn't do it at that point in time because they had to go under the train tracks in order. I mean, the area is so much different than what they originally built for Disneyland because it's all swamp. Black Sabbath. Tammy. I'm trying to remember what I said about A Tammy. She liked her music, and I brought up something. I'm lost. I was talking about her. Tammy. I talked about music. I talked about what kind of music I was talking about. 80s music. Greg talked about Stained. I'm lost, girl. I'm trying to remember Tammy. I'm sitting there thinking Tammy Wynette, but that's country music. Tammy. I know the other Tammy, but she's more of a YouTuber. That's all I got to say about that. Former streamers. Former streamer. I am trying to remember a former streamer by the name of Tammy. And I didn't bring up former streamers. I did that a few days ago, but not today. I am trying. I'm lost, girl. It's went over my head. videos. She was a nightmare. Oh, yes. Now I remember. Oh, yeah. She's on Pete McDevitt's. Um, she posts her video on Pete McDevitt's Facebook group. I first seen her there, it's like, oh, you're gonna be in for a surprise with her. Oh, now, Gail, now I remember who it was. I used to complain about that woman and how she do some weird stuff. Look, Fulton, greetings, sir. It's good to see some people here who were earlier come back. Um, on the basketball, that's right. And Hamilton be keeping updated soon. Yeah, well, I'm not sure what basketball team I'm referring to, and I'm a baseball fan. I don't follow basketball or anything. I'm not even sure if anybody here is mostly into basketball or whatever. Hello, Spirit. You can see my dog. That's actually my brother's dog, but he's a big boy. He's a pit bull, but he's big and chunky. Yeah, Spirit. I don't know if you guys can see him. Let me try to. He is down. If I can get my finger on the right spot, that's his back. I'm poking. Poke, 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 poke. Spirit. He's gonna see Spirit. And he's looking at me, but can't really see him if you're looking at his back side. Spirit. Mr. Nosy. I like the fact that we got a lot of people here tonight. The woman worked at Dives and always posted wrong. Yeah. Yeah. Guys, there's a place I want you guys not to listen to. They do news, Disney, so their version of Disney news, they lie left or right. They're saying that we might not have a certain land or something like that. Don't listen to them. Inside the Magic, they are liars. They're pathetic. I even told them on their, at the bottom where everybody posts their reactions to whatever video where they put. I says, you guys are nothing but liars. I don't trust yous. And I basically just got rid of them off my off of my favorites. And like when they first came on, I was alright, but I'm sitting there thinking, how come they're always reporting the wrong news? It's all they ever do is report the wrong news. They don't seem to care, and I don't understand why people sit there and listen to these so-called news people. Greg, how much do you love your Red Sox? I'm not going to go any further into that. Last place. Yeah, baby. God, this place will be humming as soon as we get Jordan here and we get to the parks. Those right now, as I said, baby steps, baby steps, baby steps. We will always have baby steps until we start picking up, subscribers and whatever. But it's just, as I said, I love that you people are here tonight. Let's see. Avocado toast. What are you talking about now? The avocado toast, they sell that over Dunkin' Donuts. Shrunken Dunkin' Donuts. I wish Disney sold Dunkin' Donuts coffee. But I think it's our contract with either Joffrey's or Starbucks that they don't. Could you imagine walking down Main Street USA and seeing a Dunkin' Donuts logo? I would love that. That's one thing I still can have is coffee. So, that's the main thing I drink. Yes, I remember who that was. She's posting on Pete McDevitt's. I haven't seen her in a bit, but last time I seen her, I was like, oh my god, this is where she went. Yeah, we had to get rid of her. She was Looney Tunes. It was like they're trying to get famous, and it's like you're doing it all wrong. You can't just do weird stuff, and I mean, I'm not doing this for money. I know eventually, I if I get to 3,000 hours viewed or something like that, we can get monetized. But I don't know yet. I mean, it depends on if it actually does come in and such. I'm not gonna lie. I eventually probably will put it up. Could we could do, the money could go back in here to do the channel, buy anything like extra, or maybe get an extra, another gimbal or something if one goes down, something like that. Okay, great. You can. I was gonna say, unless it's the same post from before, you can quit it with with the name calling of the team. I'm out night. Oh, you're out tonight. Okay, he's tired. Talking about an old man. I survived you for. Or is he mad because I just said it because he knows I'm a Yankee fan? I said something about his team in last place. Jade, are you still here? Yeah, how's your foot? Uh, and you went to the, you say it was a Port Orleans you stayed in? At least you got to Disney. That was the most important thing. I'd like to get my brother to go to Disney. I would get him a one of the, the cheapy, the week, the AP for the week. You would have a lot of blockout dates and weekends. And with mine, I've got the 7 day. My only problem is major problem number one would have to do it during the week when I'm working. Um, the other thing is strike two is the animals. We have no place to. We can't just leave the dogs here for almost all day without having them go outside and walk them and stuff, feed them. Strike three is the way his legs are. He's got bad legs right now. The circulation is hard for him to walk. So even if we got him a scooter, he would have to get up because the way it is right now, he can sit down for a bit and have to stand up and walk around for a bit because if he gets no relief, he'll get up around 2 or 3 o'clock in the middle of the night, and I watch him fall asleep on the chair in the living room. He can't lay down all the way. I mean, it's just and his. They don't know what to do. They don't know what to do with him. And I said to his primary, why don't we just, when the Trusto comes out, why don't we see what happens with that? I know it's for blood flow. I had to take it when I got out of the hospital. I had to take it up until I ran out of it. I can't say I ran out of insurance. It's just the insurance I had. I had just gotten this new insurance, and the doctor that I had didn't take it. I stopped going to doctor's appointments, and I haven't been to a doctor in almost over a year. Hard to do going to the doctor without insurance. So I mean, for they were helping me through other ways, and so I decided to get legal insurance, and this is what happened. Not been to anywhere. Oh, that's right. That's right, Jade. Sorry. Yeah, she's working. It's right. She drives. She does the Uber type of thing. You're driving through the crazies. 50 here. Let's make it more interesting. 50 points a person, if you know what I'm saying. Let's see. Don't mind me. I'm just going back there. I just want to see something. I like how people click like on the post for this, but they don't come over themselves. Uh, what time is it? I'm before I, there's only well, it says a couple of us. Probably Ninja Watcher. Um, it's 10 after 12. I mean, 12 after 10, not 10 after 12. Um, this old and sick colors. If we get to have just play for a couple nights, we can go for the day. So you're gonna all beat up car. Sounds very familiar. What I have to what I we put through when, of course, our parents couldn't afford a major. We always had used cars. We always had cars that were like over 10, 15 years old when I was a kid. Mine is a 2016 Mitsubishi Outlander. Very first car I've ever gotten, which had under over a and under I can't speak 100K, in miles. And let's see, just had to pay my car payment, my car insurance a couple days ago. Left me with $35 left in my account, but it was no big thing because a day later I got my paycheck. I get my paycheck usually. They deposit it into my bank account 2 days before I'm supposed to get it. So I'm one of the very few lucky ones to actually get my check early. But as you guys know, yeah, all that extra money going towards your bills. That's all it ever is. And I'm trying to wean off the stuff my mother accumulated through all those years. She was bad with money. I'm not gonna lie. She was bad with money. It was like, well, let's go borrow from here. Go borrow from there. I'm like, Mom, we can't do it. She wanted to take out a loan and stuff. It's not gonna happen. So I'm her rep payee now, and I'm paying the bills off. Um, and I'm not doing stuff that she did to give us. It made us have, you know, pay extra people back. Like the lending companies, like AMSCA. I've weaned off of her. I'm about to wean off of my brother the next time it comes up in a couple weeks, and next month after I'll probably wean myself off. Well, I looked at it and says, my God, it's $2,000 extra a year that we were doing this. All you have to do is wean yourself off of it, and you're all right. Soon as it's like getting off a drug. That's the best way to look at it. And when you finally get off, you have an extra $153. What we were doing, you get an extra. Well, my mother, we weaned off her a while ago, so it's an extra $100 a month we'll have. And then that $2,000 you were paying to pay them back every year, it's in it. You have it. My new phone and the $30 plan I went with is perfect. I can actually afford it. So it's going to be like $35 a month. The phone itself is $550 plus the $30. It's going to come to close to $40, but that's not going to kill me. At that point in time, my mother was always like, well, she'd get mad if she found out she had to pay a couple of bills and didn't want to pay them. So we'll take the money and we'll go out for the weekend. I'm like, I always knew it was bad because it would end up with her saying, "Can I have an extension for this or do that?" And she didn't like it when I called them up because I tell the truth. I don't like to lie to these companies. And I'm like, something. You might have did it when we were kids and stuff. She had to do it back then. But there was no reason for it now. She just basically it was bad judgment. I'm not trying to put her down for it. It was just something old and from back in the day and kept with her for all those years. And she transformed it into basically having enough money to go out to do something during the weekend. She was always talking about going to Disney, but I always brought up the same thing with her because my brother, except for back a couple of years ago, he didn't have a problem with his legs. We're like, Ma, what are we supposed to do with the dogs? We kept them actually when we did it once. We kept them in a one of those pet hotels. They're called PetSmart. There's I forgot where it was. It's closer to I-75, and no, they were horrible to the dogs. They were supposed to keep the dogs all together in one area so they could see each other. And they couldn't find the dogs when we were inside. I kept on saying, just let me go in and look. I'll show you where my dogs are. We're not supposed to have people back there. I've been here for an almost hour, but you can't find their dogs. But you think they're going to come up to me? There's one that Diablo. Diablo doesn't put up. He tried to be the alpha. He probably considers himself the alpha male, but he tried to make it an alpha. He was trying to be making me a beta of his. Oh boy, I'm more like, oh really? Guess what, Mr. Dog? I'm not scared of you. I'd crack his ass. Yeah, you have to do it. I'm sorry. And kids need discipline like that, or they're just gonna walk all over you. They'll walk all over you. And I've never had kids, but I've seen it done. But I hate child abuse. When that happens, I want to take the belt and wear out and strangle the bastard who's beating the kid and strangle him to death. I'm sorry. But when you discipline the kid just cracking his ass or did something wrong, that's discipline. Not beating them to like 1 inch of their death. We'll stick to. Oh, I have to go and stay for a couple nights. Veronica. Call the car Veronica. If we go, stay for a couple nights. I have to run. Gail, thank you for being here. Look at this. Greg came back. He's like, I'm coming back because they're still there. I'm lucky. I have a big family. My sister, 3 blocks. So that's awesome. I got one still on our hometown in Connecticut. He's with his family there. I've got a niece, his youngest daughter. I've never met her in real life. We never met her. Last time we seen him in person was in 2009, believe it or not, at Magic Kingdom. That's the last time he came up. He came up in 2002, then he came in 2009. I've only seen pictures of her, no video or anything of her. God, how old is she now? She was born, I think, around 2010. 20. She's 20s. Oh my God. I didn't think about it. We never met her. I'm not getting into that one either. Well, this is what I'm going to do. Jade, I know you're going to not like it because we're keeping you company. It's just that I cannot stay up any longer. I'm going to try to put this up again tomorrow at 8 o'clock. Earlier. If I put it up earlier, I'll be perfect. Last time I put it up earlier, no one showed up. What I might do tomorrow is write down there. I'm going to say if anybody has any issues, just let me know about coming in early or something. Because I don't know. I the first like 5-10 minutes when nobody pops in, I wish there's something I could do to keep myself or somebody. I don't know. It's something to kill that time before people actually walk in. Well, thanks everybody. Thanks for being here. And I'm gonna get off. I'm gonna probably start Disney Worlders for tonight. I'm gonna probably post a few videos. Something I don't know as of yet. Probably up until whatever I find. Because Saturday is miscellaneous, so I can post basically anything I want on Saturday. It's not adhered to like Friday, like today's Animal Kingdom Friday. So I probably will find stuff that'll be easy to throw up, and I'll probably do the rest tomorrow. I've been missing things. If you guys notice, don't post a lot anymore. It's only because it's not because of this. It's just I can't find anything. I cannot find anything, and if I do go into different areas, I'm finding the same stuff I'm putting up, and I'm like, no, it's just I'm in a rut right now, trying to get each day finished. I'm gonna have to come up with something, make it half day to one thing, half day to something else. I don't know. Well, as I said, I'm gonna go off, and whoever's still here, I see it's 3, so I can assume definitely Jade, probably Greg. No, let's see. That's I'm not sure who's the last one, but I am going off now. Thank you all. Take care.